Mark 7 is not saying God approved unclean animals, but Jesus is correcting a different issue, and some Christians interpret the passage differently depending on their view of the food laws. Let's break it down clearly and biblically. What Mark actually says. Mark 7:14-23, Jesus is responding to Pharisees' hand-washing traditions, not Moses' clean or unclean laws. The Pharisees said the disciples were unclean because they did not wash their hands before eating. Mark 7:2-5. Jesus responds that uncleanness comes from the heart, not from eating with unwashed hands. Then verse 19 says, "Thus he declared all foods clean." Some translations add this as an explanatory note. This phrase is not spoken by Jesus. It is a translator's interpretation of the Greek. 1. Many Christians' majority view. They read Mark 7:19 as meaning Jesus ended the clean or unclean food laws. They say Jesus changed the category of clean, and therefore unclean animals are no longer forbidden. But that's not true. Mark 7 is not about meats at all, but about the Pharisees' man-made traditions. Why? Because Jesus never mentions unclean animals. He only mentions food eaten with unwashed hands. The Greek word bromata equals foods people normally eat. It does not refer to unclean animals which Jews did not consider food. The context is about human traditions versus God's commandments.